So, in reviewing what we did yesterday, okay, remember you can only add or subtract stuff in the same spot. So, I'm going to add 3 and 0. I get 3. 6 and -1. Well, that's 5. What now? I thought I heard something. Okay. -1 and 6, you get 5. -3 and 0, you get -3. -3, and then this is 2. Okay. So that's your answer for that. I know it says adding. Yeah, we're adding the two matrices, but then the rules change from each spot to each spot because, sometimes you're adding, sometimes you're subtracting. It's 6 of one and a half dozen of another. Okay. Now, remember, you can distribute this negative, which changes all these signs, if you choose to do that. Or some people they just do it like one problem at a time. And they'll say -5 minus 6. Well, -5 minus 6 is -11. Okay, then we have 2 minus -5. Well, minus the negative is plus, so this should be 7. -2 minus -6. So minus the negative, we add again, that should be 4. Okay, 4 minus 1, 3. That one was easy. We like the easy ones. -2 minus 3 should give us -5, and 0 minus -3 should give us +3. Okay, so, and the add-on for today's lesson, it's not that difficult. Again, if you can multiply, add, and subtract, you can do everything we're doing this right now. The big thing is sometimes yesterday's lesson and today's lesson is more likely combined on some of the problems. I think today's homework, you have 4 problems, and 2 of them is like today, and then 2 of them is today and what we did yesterday. It's actually problems from an old practice test that I've given. So, all right. Now, this stuff right here, when you see just a term just out here by itself, this is what we call scalar multiplication. Okay. That's like, does anybody build models? Radio controlled cars, airplanes, boats, anything like that sometimes. Man, when I was a kid, I loved that stuff. I did models. I did the radio controlled cars. I mean, I loved it because I was like, man, this thing goes 60 miles an hour. And I was suckered into that because it says on a scale. Well, the car was a 1/20th of a scale. So it went like 3 miles an hour. Okay. It was still fun to chase the cat and the dog with it, but it didn't go that fast. Basically, all you have to do, this is like a distributed property on steroids. You just have to multiply each of these terms by whatever number's out here. So -5 times 5 is -25. -5 times 6 is 30. -5 times, well, I'm sorry, -30. This should be +20. And again, I should have written my numbers before I did in my braces. This should be -20, +10, and 5. Okay. Now, believe it or not, some people have an issue with this. Okay. On these problems, if you try to go too fast, you will have an issue with it. Just make sure, like, for those that's had me before, y'all know on distributed property, I'd mark them out after I got finished multiplying them. Okay. That's just kind of the way I operate. I try to do stuff as simply as possible. All right, move myself on over. That's really funny that I can move the position of this window on the screen. Okay. I play with that sometimes when I'm recording. I think I make a sound normally. It's like, so, hey, you try to be in here by yourself and recording stuff for people. You get bored. Okay. All right. So, all right. -5 times -3 is just 15. I'm going to mark it out because I'm done. These are our favorite numbers to multiply by because anything times 0 is 0. And then -5 times 5 is -25. Okay, so in a nutshell, that's basically today's lesson. That's it. So because that's in a nutshell, this is what we're doing. I'm going to stop recording, and then we're going to do some other stuff in class. So if you're not here, I'm sorry. You're going to miss all the fun stuff.